Me question ba ko bi a me pese me bisa. Na ma asem nyina ne say nti sese na aka no akodi EOCO fo nsem no. Shatta Wale millions of dollars na odi koto sa aka no. Ye be refine ama no. Ana say attention because in the letter na EOCO fo e de ba abonte no. Omu state ye say car na be di omu nsem ama enche bia no. They will return the car back to US to the rightful owner. So does it mean say Shatta Wale car na odi koto car no no de yen kan wasem biom ana say oni ni pakro na oto car no woni nsem no oni ne bedile ebufia authentic plus studio make sure so be like you be subscribe you and wa share ama fofo nso enya bi ahwe enti say Shatta Wale any EOCO asem no abaye national issue ama che say politicians political analysis na abemu am obia candidate left and right center. First of all bako nipa wa be ka asem wen Solomon Owusu ono communication officer edema afafanto Alechamanti party no sanso na John Hughes so abekasa about Shatta Wale issue no ma no kombu beka say asem we okan some time ago say FBI abepie mu Ghana ha say a enche bia no enkofo bia efi say omodo me genuine in all things no omoto ebedadi nyina Ghana for yentie ye starting with Solomon Owusu achese oye communication officer edema Alechamanti Solomon Owusu ebechimu ka say in fact anka asem no de anka wo hwe ne a EOCO na anka ne kwan so ano no because I said the fact say EOCO for anye public release achese omo ba wo fie say anka omo no beka no anka wo se hu say EOCO for omo dwe ho they respect you as an icon, they respect you as a musician.
You've been monitoring the issues about Shatta Wale and all that. What do you make of EOCO issued a statement and he went to social media, did live, etc. It looks like purely, they said his car, Lamborghini, the yellow Lamborghini, is a subject of interest when it comes to investigations. But what, I don't know, what can you say about that?
Roland, I listened to Shatta and I was like, who is managing him? These musicians must have management.
Why?
Because he was opening himself up for a lot of other investigations.
You mean there were a lot of inconsistencies?
Inconsistencies. When I read EOCO's, as it were, release, I thought they were framing up something because I had earlier on also seen his post that Remonacha, ABU go send NDC to opposition or something, but I didn't know normally some of these social media banter. Until I read EOCO's response and said, and realized that there was something really happening. You are being accused of having bought a stolen vehicle. That is a serious matter.
You mean plain language?
Plain language. You don't deal with such matters with Facebook Live. Because it has reputational damages. And so you want to protect the brand. If what they are saying is not true, you sue them. You go after EOCO. Now, the press release stated a certain name, Nana Kwabnamwa. But I heard Shatta talk about Kwabna Dubois. So what it means is that beyond the Nana Kwabnamwa that the FBI is supposedly or allegedly pursuing, you are rather giving us an indication as to another name called Kwabna Dubois, and that you paid $150,000 to the said person. You understand?
To purchase the car.
To purchase the car. So how was the transaction done? It also opens up for GRA to intervene because whenever you are buying something, there is a tax component that you have to go through. Did you go through that? That's what I'm saying, that if he has management, it's not everything that you come on Facebook Live and come and do some of these things to open yourself.
But he thought he's a star.
No. But he has to be.
African dance artist.
What is African dance artist in this? We are talking about running a country.
SM for life?
I love some of his music, but it doesn't mean that when the thing is wrong, we will not say it. What are we talking about? You believe that you bought a genuine car. A state institution is saying that no, it's explosive from crime. And so you are culpable as well. Where your anger must be is directed at the person that sold the supposed stolen car, and not the institution that is telling you that. So why is his anger not directed at Kwabna Dubois? That is pastor of something. Look, I've said, time without number here, that if you were going to take this great transformational plan and run this country with it, how many times haven't I said lifestyle audit in this country?
Why is that important?
It's very important because, you see, our youth are being swayed into an arena that we may never have tomorrow. Look, sometimes in my area, I live at North Kadesh. When I'm driving through Tessano, you see young ladies early in the morning that they are supposed to go to where I don't know whether they don't have any job, go and pick a cameraman. They will be doing either photo shoot or video shoot. Now they will go and get a vehicle from some of these car sellers, sitting and pretend as though it's them. The next moment you see them flaunt it on various social media. Then their peers become to feel jittery. Hey, our sister is doing well. Then they begin to call some of these people to find out, how did you make it?
So they are giving people pressure.
Pressure. Then they lead them to all sort of things. That is breaking our moral fiber. This is not to say that Shatta Wale is wrong in anything. But what I'm saying is that the way and manner he is approaching this, he's opening himself up for more questions. And that the legal way, EOCO did not do social media engagement. They wrote, they issued a release. You must have a management, you must be having your lawyer to also write back if you think something untoward, because it's a brand issue we are talking about. The only difficulty with this is yellow. You know, it refers to the movement for change.
And so I saw, I said,
But I disagree, because this morning I have my yellow, by courtesy of Ibrahim from the north, I have my yellow here.
And the blue. MPP.
This blue can never be. Don't try to equate this blue to the MPP.
But Kamea Kwesi near Shatta Wale ASCCano, he is opening up himself for further investigation, because some of the videos now or stating say or a third party owner of the car. So it means before a car no be drew the said Nana Kwabena Amwa Krampono, there was someone else again before. Eti Solomon Owusu chemu kasanke be yanka Shatta Wale ne kwanso no onjai ema ne lawyers omon ka asem ne se ne be ya enkofa bibia emma John Hughes so abekasa about Shatta Wale issue na chese ono so o chemu say some time ago obeka ye say FBI for abakromu ase, but oka sa asem no Ghana for no dodo na edidi na atem e ka say ono de nsem hunu keke na o ka ne unkika mbebi ema later obeka say in fact ABI for no Ghana has seen or man because ABI over the some Ghana, but no they are here to do a mission. They are here to accomplish a mission. Now before mission be query, you be say yes, Ghana has seen in attitude now if you some there. They are clean in all things, omoto ebederi
association Economic and Organized Crime Office. You remember that I said that the FBI was in town. I got insulted for saying that the FBI was in town without mentioning any name. But this morning I'm reminded of a song that the legendary Kojo MP sang. And the song is titled Ponkwa Bodam. There's a line in it that I love. That Asembiara Ebeba Umuno Kachremio na se ponkwa bodama ni raneze on bodam. To wait, if the horse is crazy, the owner of the horse must not be crazy too. So too, they say that a king or a chief must be wise, but his linguists and the elders around him must be wiser, so that if he's behaving like or she's behaving like Ponko Abodama, they can call him to order or her to order. But I digress. Take me to EOCO. Put out the notice, please. This is a press release from the Economic and Organized Crime Office. It is dated, it was released yesterday. It's not dated actually. It's dated the 5th, it's dated the 5th of August 2025. Press release. Search and retrieval of proceeds of crime from the home of Charles Niyama, aka Shatta Wale. Date 5th August 2025, time 6:31 p.m. Classification public release, signed Acting Executive Director. In June this year, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, acting on a 2023 request from the Federal Bureau of Investigations and the United States Justice Department, undertook an operation which led to the unlawful search in a home of a Strasako Valley Phase 1 in Accra. The operation, which was undertaken by the Surveillance and Asset Recovery Unit, SARU, of EOCO, led to the discovery and seizure of a 2019 Lamborghini Urus. Remember, I spoke about Lamborghini and Bugatti and blah, 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 but I digress. Which the FBI and the Justice Department have tied to the proceeds of the criminal enterprise of one Nana Kwabena Amoah, who is currently serving an 86-month sentence for several financial crimes in the U.S. The car was seized from one Charles Nyama, a.k.a. Shatta Wale. The officers were professional and civil, and the search and seizure occurred without incident. Nyama had pleaded with officers that he did not want the seizure to be made public because the vehicle was a big part of his brand, and that if his supporters saw the vehicle being driven away in the company of EOCO, it would destroy his brand. Nyama was allowed to surrender the vehicle himself, which is currently in the possession of EOCO. It is a standard safety protocol practice for officers of the Surveillance and Asset Recovery Unit, SARU, to carry weapons while on operation for the safety of officers. The FBI and the Justice Department intend to send a formal mutual legal assistance to the government of Ghana to return the car to the United States as part of Nana Kwabena Amoah's $4,743,443 restitution. Charles Nyama Mensaike Shatta Wale and a former senior officer of the National Signal Bureau have been assessed as persons of interest and will be invited by EOCO to assist in further investigations in the coming days. Because of, find me a picture of a Lamborghini if you can, but put the EOCO letter on. I want to show you so you don't find yourself in such a problem. Because yesterday, Shatta Wale held a press conference, or if you like, a Facebook Live, responding to this. And the understanding we got from him was that he didn't know that it was the proceeds of a crime, criminal enterprise, etc. Now, the first thing you want to do if you want to import a vehicle into the country, from the United States, for example, there's something called the Vehicle Identification Number, VIN, V-I-N, Vehicle Identification Number. If you are a driver, where you sit, right, where you sit as a driver, you will see that there's a Vehicle Identification Number. If you look at the windshield, right, the bottom left corner, where you sit as a driver, if you look out there now, I check your car, maybe you have not paid attention, you see a Vehicle Identification Number. It is a 17-digit, it's alphanumeric identification number. If you're buying a vehicle and you don't check the VIN, you don't check to see if there's a VIN, then you have a problem. You may find yourself in this kind of situation. If you are buying a vehicle and you don't check the VIN, you may find yourself in this kind of a situation. The second thing you should be checking with is whether there's a proper title. And if you're buying a vehicle before you exchange money, the person should show you proper title. The VIN will let you know whether the vehicle has been stolen, whether it has been reported missing and not found, whether all those things, it will tell you. And there's a website for it. I'll show you the website very, very soon. I'm looking for a Lamborghini photo. And then there's also the portion I was talking about, title. Because if the person truly owns the vehicle, before you advance money, the person should be able to give you the title. And then
yes, John Hughes. E kaya na chese o cheche nsemu ka say even before a car be ye be import car. Ye be export and I say import. Ye be import car from US and I say be abroad e dey Ghana hase no. You have to pass through a lot of proceedings to make sure say car na we import no. Car one any stolen car. And a two car no any accident car chese enwu hia say usa tribune. And a two car no a safety and I feel composed for your own safety. I was also making sure say everything about the car no tally with documents yeah the amount abra wo to car no na sentisa pa de na wo to car no na wo ba dia na asemba anhwa edo betu asema anhwa wontimi engine ho enti we ni sema John Hughes mu ka say now everybody should be careful. This should serve as a lesson to all of us. Any car dealers they are very careless in dealing with cars. Everything aha authentic rest to making sure so best subscribe we are now share ama fofo so enya bi ahwe